A man has been trapped in a car for days. Without water to replenish himself, he collects his urine in a container. The smell makes him want to vomit, but he has no choice but to drink it. With no food, the man forces himself to eat newspaper to avoid having to consume his own feces. Roger is a thief who can easily break into cars using just a tennis ball. He begins ransacking for valuables. Before leaving, he even urinates in the car. But when he tries to leave, the door won't open. He frantically tries the other doors, they won't open either. Roger rushes to the back seat and kicks hard at the window. Useless. He presses the ignition button. Useless. He pulls out an iron pipe from his toolkit and pounds the window hard. Still useless. He begins violently dismantling the door. The plastic casing gets destroyed. He reaches in trying to unlock it, but sharp components cut his arm. He tries to chisel through the door but discovers it's reinforced. Roger grows extremely anxious. He tears up the carpet, but the vehicle's chassis is also reinforced. In rage, Roger pulls out his gun and fires at the glass. The bullet ricochets into his thigh. Roger screams in agony. What kind of car is this? He removes his shirt to bandage the wound. A woman walks by. Roger desperately calls out for help, but the woman shows no reaction at all. He reaches for his phone to call for help, but it's dead. Roger falls into complete despair. Night falls. The pain in his thigh keeps him awake all night. The next day, the water is gone. He licks the car window. Suddenly the display screen lights up. The car owner is calling. It turns out his car has been stolen 28 times. Not only has the car been fitted with various anti-theft measures, it also has remote control installed. And now the game begins. The car owner asks Roger, "What would you do if you caught a thief?" Roger has no patience for this and curses at him, calling him a madman. The car owner says, "Wrong answer," and hangs up. As punishment, the car owner turns on the AC at its coldest setting. Roger begins shivering. He puts his bloodied shirt back on and uses floor mats to cover the vents. Roger is now both starving and freezing. The car owner turns off the AC. Another call comes in. The owner asks for Roger's name and ID number, promising a reward for correct answers. Roger, extremely weak, can only provide his personal information. Following the prompts, Roger finds half a bottle of expired drink. He excitedly gulps it all down. The next day, Roger is completely drained. He has a fever. Roger begs the car owner, saying he's not only feverish but also shot. But the owner has no intention of letting him go, only turning on the heat to prevent Roger from dying. By the third day, whenever Roger is close to starving, the owner gives him hints to find bits of food. He places the battery in sunlight to charge. He carves out a tiny hole, but no matter how much he shouts, no one outside can hear him. Roger quickly installs the battery and calls his family. Unfortunately, no one answers. The last bit of power runs out. He's completely cut off from the outside world. Roger goes completely mad, repeatedly trying to start the car. Surprisingly, it actually works, but the gear shift is broken. The car can only reverse. Roger drives the vehicle backward into the fence behind. The window loosens from the impact. Roger finally escapes. Dragging his injured leg, he enters a restaurant and takes drinks and food. The police arrive, saying Roger hasn't paid. Roger immediately pulls out his weapon and fires. Suddenly Roger wakes up. It was all a dream.